What's up? My name is Brad, and I'm here with Eric Hutchinson. And we're going to pretend like you're not here, and we're going to talk to each other, and hopefully you can learn something about me. Eric, ask me anything. No, I'm just kidding. If you had to pick, because you've been your career's been, shall we say, interesting with labels and music and all this stuff. If you had to say today, who is the Eric Hutchinson of 2014?
I think that'd be me. Still here. A guy that I really like, that I really respect, is Ed Sheeran. I saw him solo in Madison Square Garden, 3 sold-out nights, and he's just destroying the crowd. I call him the anti-Bieber because I feel like it's a lot of the same people who could like Bieber, but they like something who really is an artist and making music and can really play and can
putting
really
real
sing.
effort into lyrics.
Yeah, so
I
like what he does.
Now, I've never actually seen Ed Sheeran live. I've interviewed him a couple times, got in trouble for one of them, but I've never seen him live. Is it him with a guitar on stage?
It is, and he's got some pedals, and sometimes the pedal stuff's too much for me, gets in the way of the show, but it's just amazing. The show feels so full, and it doesn't feel like the record, but it's this live thing, and he's good. It's a good show.
Do you ever feel the pressure on a bigger stage to fill the stage?
I like a bigger stage. I think it's a challenge, and more I'm using like a wireless mic and running around and jumping all over the place. So I actually more when it's a small stage is when it's a problem, and I feel like I'm constrained, like the Hulk. Just want to break out.
If you had to shove your music into a genre, what is it?
I've struggled with this forever. Now I just say pop music. I love.
It's a pretty wide blanket now.
I love the Beatles. I love Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder and Paul Simon, but I also love a lot of rap music, and I like some EDM stuff now. So I just make music.
How do we feel about David Bowie?
Love David Bowie.
I'm
just going. Did you see something on Instagram? Because I'm going through a weird David Bowie phase right now.
No, I just love David Bowie.
Me too.
And you mentioned other people that I love, so I was like, what about David?
Have you seen the Showtime documentary, 5 Years?
No.
It's great. Really
but maybe
great.
I don't love David Bowie as much as I thought I did.
just saw it, and it's kind of reignited me on him. It just takes 5 different years that he was making music, and
oh, okay.
it's just I was really inspired by the way he makes music and how he pulled people in and was inspired by them, and that's how that affected the albums and all that stuff.
Do you have any tattoos?
No.
I have a tattoo of my mother on the back of my right arm as Ziggy Stardust. It's
Is that
my
true?
mom with the Ziggy Stardust makeup. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll show it to you.
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
Okay. That's after the camera turns on.
Yeah, it's not now.
The reason I ask about tattoos is because A, I have a ton of them, and B, that's kind of a thing now. Like, it's weird not to have them, right, in your industry?
I just don't have
but Ed
anything
Sheeran's
I want
like
that
full
bad.
sleeves.
You know what I thought recently? If I had to, like, gun to my head, they're like, you got to get a tattoo, and this guy's just a weirdo. He's got a gun to my head to get a tattoo.
He's a weird tattoo artist.
I think I'd get the
hard
Chrysler
sell.
building.
It's the hard sell.
The Chrysler building in New York.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I just love that building. I see it all the time. I live in New York City. It represents New York to me, and it's a beautiful Art Deco building. I don't think I'd regret. My biggest thing is I'm worried I'm going to regret the tattoo. You know, which is how I live my life.
Which is funny because most people with commitment issues get tattoos. Do you have any commitment issues?
I feel like once you get 1 or 2, then it's just like, whatever. This guy was doing $20 tattoos, so I got a sea otter. And it's pretty cool. He screwed it up a little bit, but it's fine. I'm going to get it filled in later.
Doesn't quite look like a sea otter. So 1 tattoo would be the Chrysler building. That's interesting. Are you kind of an architecture nerd?
No, I don't think so. But I just like the building. I don't know. It's a really, it inspires me. What can I say?
I have another question for you. And it's about your hair. My hair, every time I get my hair to go just a little bit too long, I can't handle it, and I just cut it all off.
Yeah.
How do you get to that phase without just quitting?
There's some awkward time.
Yeah.
It's like growing a beard out, It's like you get to that phase where it's all itchy, then you get past that phase, and then you're just...
Again, I've never got past that phase because I
feel like you're getting close to that phase right now.
Well, I was sick last week. I was lazy.
But yeah, you just you keep going.
I'm going to take some advice from Eric Hutchinson. You just keep going.
Yeah.
One more question here. Tell me about your new album. That's not really a question, I guess.
That's a question.
I don't know grammar.
It's a statement. It's a command, really.
Yeah. Tell me about your new album, son.
It's called Pure Fiction, and the new single's called A Little More, and I'm really proud of the album. It was a little different. It took a while for me to make it. and really get comfortable with it. And like I said before, pop music, it's sort of my most pop album, my most modern pop album, I think. I liked a lot of old stuff, but I wanted an album that would really fit into 2014. So it's out and it's available everywhere, people.
Everywhere. You cannot miss it. We've played it, the new single, a few times on Click 98.9. And I love the video.
Thank you.
Do you have some control over the video thing or no?
Yeah, this video I got to make pretty much with just me and the director, Justin Coloma, in a studio with a green screen, and he had a bunch of ideas, and I had some ideas, and we kind of just like made it up as we went along, and then he went into a cave for a month and animated the background, and it was really cool. One of my favorite videos ever is Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer, and that was kind of the inspiration. I was like, I want something that's just really fun and weird, and the song's kind of about being tweaked out a little bit, so we shot it super fast, so I look all weird in it.
Yeah, it's got this like jumpy vibe to it. It's fun. Yeah. All right, well, we're here at Click 98.9's New Artist Showcase with Eric Hutchinson. If you want to learn a little bit more about Eric Hutchinson, you can, because our night girl, Heather, did a very extensive interview that had nothing to do with David Bowie or tattoos. You can find that at click989.com. Right now, we're going to get him out of the way so we can get people in here and have a little party.